Hello, my name is Isa, and I felt I needed to make this video because, okay, let me tell you, the story is I just been through a Burr Hole surgery for my acute subdural hematoma. I decided to make this video because I couldn't find anything on YouTube to as moral support or anything that would help me understand what I was about to go through and the recovery process and everything. So I decided to make this video for somebody who's coming after me that gonna go through the hell I went through because trust me, I would have needed something. I really would have needed something like this. So my problem started for me when I decided to help somebody out and give them a room, I would say, and the person couldn't pay his what they call it, couldn't pay his rent, asked him to leave, he attacked me. The price of being good to somebody. So like, and the funny thing was that I didn't even know like I had this thing in my head. You know, I had it for like 2 months, an acute subdural hematoma. At first, I was just getting these crazy headaches, and then I told my people about it, and they're like, "Oh, typhoid, it's typhoid season. Go get yourself tested." Okay, I went, got myself tested. My typhoid value was 320, so I thought it has to be typhoid because here, if you live in Africa, you know, what they call typhoid is associated with headaches, from powerful headaches. Sometimes you can even not forget the fever and just be getting headaches. So I took that, bought my medication, everything, going for my shots, and but after the 2 weeks of treatment, didn't go anywhere. My head was crazy. I would wake up early in the morning, I couldn't even speak or vomiting and stuff. And all of a sudden, I decided, man, I better get a second opinion on this. So I went to a hospital, which is the hospital I'm in now. So he went there, and he took, and this time around I included the assault that had happened to me. And immediately I could see somehow like a worried look on his face. And he was like, okay, let's do a CT scan. We went to do the scan, and wow, let me just say, what I have been through, I don't wish on anybody. And that's why I want to do this video, because if I can go through this, like, maybe somebody will see this and will take a little bit of comfort, you know? So when I got the CT scan, and I took it to, when we got the CT scan, the doctor, Dr. Mark, he actually, when he read it, I could see the response. He said, "You have a hematoma." What's a hematoma? I said, "I have an acute hematoma." And he couldn't even understand how I was walking around for 2 months without going into coma or anything like that. And then he started explaining to me, and I said, "Oh shit, this is serious." Then I said, "Let me go get my mom or somebody." So he said, "I'm not letting you out of this hospital. Just make a phone call." So I made a phone call, and my mom came down and stuff. And he started explaining I had bleeding in my brain and stuff. They have a specialist neurosurgeon. Actually, he's one of the best in my country. Yeah, so I was lucky. So if you're in Nigeria and you want to get a neurosurgeon, look at Dr. Jimo from Shika, ABU Teaching Hospital. He did this. Saved my life, actually. Thanks, Dr. Jimo. So he came the next day, and my sister was trying to cheer me up, so she got me shawarma, actually. So because of that, I couldn't get the operation right away. I had to wait like 6 hours or something for the food to go to out of my system. And finally, And around 5 or 6 in the evening, he came with his team and everything, and they set up the theater, and it lasted approximately about 2 hours actually. And everything went smooth, thank God. But the thing is, I ended up finding that I was pre-diabetic, so it's created a little bit of complications, but not that much. Yeah, I was woken up with a catheter in my bladder, tube in my head. I'll show you, over the course of time. This is the first video, so I'll show you what actually happened. And some of the videos from the surgery, I have them, because I asked him to. Even my teeth is a result of the assault that he. So when this all started, I was looking for something, somebody in YouTube or something that would help me understand what I'm about to go through and what the recovery and what to expect. Couldn't find anything, and I perfectly understand because it's very helpless and helpless and powerless feeling, because your life is no longer in your control. It's in the hands of a surgeon and God. So you don't know what to expect. Trust me. I'm holding back the fears right now. So the whole thing lasted 2 hours, and I was brought back to the room. My room was filled with my friends and people. The first thing I remember from when we were waking up is the amazing pain coming from the side of my head. I remember actually when I woke up, I was trying to jump up when they woke me up in the theater, when the Easter, I was trying to jump off my bed and stuff. The surgeons were holding me down, but the anesthesia was still, so I couldn't fully move. So that, I think that's what made them. I didn't even know what was going on as well. The more you have to do is tell me that I'll calm down, wake up in the surgery. Maybe I wouldn't have been that aggressive. But I wasn't aggressive, or not like I attacked or anything like that. I was just trying to jump off the bed and stuff like that. So they now pulled me. I remember they put me on another bed and rolled me in here. And when I just opened my eyes, I just saw my brother, my sister, everybody all around me. And the most excruciating pain in my head. When they finished, I was shouting from pain. A nurse just came in with something, I don't know what she put in my IV. I just drifted off. I woke up the next day with a tube in my head. When I looked in the tube, there was blood inside. I'm connected to I think it's a catheter, they call it, behind my bed. And that's when I knew shit was real, man. It's the most craziest, because actually I'm supposed to have a surgery for my, I'm supposed to have a fundoplication for my GERD, but I'm dodging it up because I've been afraid. I'm very terrified of surgery. But here is one. You have no choice. You have to take it or you die. You get a stroke or you just convulse and die or something. Blood filling up in your head. Can't avoid that. It was a very humbling experience. Very, very humbling experience. And actually, this is a week after my surgery. It's not like I was in the hospital for only 3 days at the beginning. Then the surgeon signed me up to go home. But when I got home, I started getting complications. Like I couldn't breathe properly when I got home. The first day, I was developing a fever, and that was it actually. So I returned to the hospital, and he got concerned, and he said, "No, it's readmission." So, but now I'm all okay. My blood pressure is leveled out, never passing more than 130 over 80 now. What do they say? I've been on medication. I've been on some antiviral medication too. I'm feeling very good now. I'm supposed to go home today. A week after my surgery, actually, I'm waiting for my mom to come get me. I have a friend of mine at work. He's sleeping down there. He was, he's been very, very, how will I say, supportive. He's been with me throughout everything. Allowing him to sleep because he doesn't get much sleep. So, the thing that surprised me the most was the fact that when I was going through all of this, I couldn't find a single thing about it. I found a lot of things. I found operations and stuff on YouTube, but I couldn't find somebody that went through it like me. I found people that had brain tumor and cancer and stuff like that, but it's not the same thing. Although you can get a point of what you're feeling. But everything, the first thing that really gets to you is the pain from the site. The next thing that really got to me was the pressure in my head. Oh my God. It's like, it's not actually pain. It's like somebody's pressing down on your head. Like that. Very, very, very frightening. It took me a week to understand. If you ever get that, just get, make sure. I wanted to get an ice pack, but in Africa there's not too much of an option, so I put water in my, I grew the water from my fridge actually. I froze it. And anytime the headaches began, I just, like that. Really helped in like 5 minutes it clears and stuff like that. So that was a good thing to have and everything like that. But the main thing is, it's a very lonely experience because there's no much of anybody that has gone through it or put the procedure or the recovery on YouTube. So I decided to do that because I know how it must have helped me if I know what I was going to go through. I'm still scared. Acute subdural hematoma. A week after, the doctor says I'm doing fine, but I'll believe it in a year or two. Yeah. But you have to be optimistic because you can't allow your blood pressure to soar and stuff like that. So you have to be, you need to be optimistic and you have to be considered that you just had surgery and your brain is going to be swelling and stuff like that. So you're going to feel a lot of different shit, a lot of different emotions. And people are so scared. And one thing you need to understand is that a lot of people are going to be worried about you. They're going to come and see you, but you have to rest. You just can't just be up all day. And trust me, the first thing that's going to get you is the weakness in your head. You're not going to, the minute you get up, you're just going to feel all drowsy and stuff like that. So you have to be able to, you have to be able to eat. You need rest. Rest is very, very important. So as we're chilling and doing, it's been a week now, and I'm getting released today actually. So what I'm just trying to do is to help people that have gone through this, that are going to go through this or have never gone through. So the main thing is, what surprises me is the fact that the doctor is stressing about how lucky I am. An acute subdural hematoma is no joke. You can survive longer if it's a chronic one because the blood is leaking out slowly. For me to survive an acute hematoma for 2 months, 2 months. One of these days I'll put, maybe tomorrow or so, I'll put the videos for you to see. The amount of blood that was leaking from my hand and they opened it. Wow. So, what do you call it? You have to, okay, let me try and see what I can tell people that when you make it, you're going to feel a lot of pain and the anesthesia is going to make you feel messed up. You're going to feel not comfortable in your body. You're going to feel all sorts of crazy feelings, and then you're gonna feel. Then there's that drain that's in your head. It can be very, very emotionally distressing. And then you're going to feel The most frightening part for me is the pressure headaches. It's not because it's not you've never, trust me, you've never felt anything like this before. It's like somebody's actually pressing down on your head, and then the inside your according to what my doctor said, orbital pressure down to started on me down. I don't know how to describe it. Like then there's the sensitivity to light. Up to today, I don't like it. It's better now. Now I can sit in the light and everything with people. But at first, after the surgery, I didn't like seeing anything light. Just irritates me. It just gets me up. I just get angry, irritated, and stuff like that. I was allowed to eat maybe 12 hours after my operation, after the procedure. And I was allowed to eat 12 hours after that. Actually, I have reflux. Yeah, as I told you. So that created a bit of a complication for me because I hadn't eaten. So the acid was just all over my stomach and everything. So I was throwing up, and I didn't actually throw up, but I felt like throwing up. The doctor, he wanted to give me something for the what they call it, for the throwing up, but I didn't want that because when my gastritis starts with my acid reflux, I prefer removing everything out from my system than finding medication that will keep it in my system. It just keeps on torturing me for hours. I feel like it makes me very uncomfortable. So I just prefer taking it out. So that's why I don't like vomiting, anything that stops me from vomiting. So another thing that you'll be feeling tired, just rest. Just lie down and rest. There's nothing you can do about it. You can just lie down and take it easy. I'm still feeling weak. So I read on the internet it's going to take 4 or 8 weeks to feel back to normal. So you have to know that these type of situations, there's nothing you can do about it, and the best thing you can do is just rest and take it one day at a time. There are a lot of what do they say, things you're gonna go to, like the headaches, there's headaches at the site. I'm from Africa, so sometimes it gets a little bit hot here, and when it gets a little bit hot here, the sweat from your head, you can actually feel the salty sweat against the incision where the stitches are. And it's very painful. Sometimes it can just feel like, sometimes it's pressure and pain at the same time, but sometimes it's just pressure. And the pressure doesn't come from the side. Pressure can come from here, can come from the back of your head, can come from many different. This is not how I actually lost a lot of weight, so because of too much thinking. And when somebody tells you you're going in for brain surgery, that's a whole another level of thinking. Am I gonna make it? Am I not gonna make it? Am I gonna come out with brain trauma? A lot of things go to that. So you can. That's not actually. I still can't. You see that up there by the side where my IV used to be. I still can't wear my glasses actually, but that may be because I've been suspecting my prescription is a little bit of a problem, but it's like weighing a weight on my head or something like that. Now my solution after a week is when the pressure starts, ice pack in the back, in the base, right here. That's what helps me. So the minute it starts, I just put the ice pack there on my water bottles, or my water that's in my fridge, and it relieves that. Wow, life. So you just have to be optimistic, and I'm actually going to. I know I've already week into my recovery, but there's still 7 weeks to go according to the doctor, and I still don't know where all this is taking me, when it takes me to. I'm actually planning on traveling out of the country to other neuro, what they call them, neurosurgeons to see what's just going on. But I'm confident that Dr. Jima did a very good job. Yeah, because when there's a I'll put the link there. There's a very nice link I found when I was prior to my surgery that explains intracranial surgery and what to expect and what not to expect from it, and when to be afraid and when to, So I'll put it there for you. So what you guys need to do is just have faith and find out everything you can about the procedure, and find out everything you can of how you're going to feel afterwards, so you know when you're not feeling fine. But you have to be careful about some things. Like they tell you, when you start feeling confusion, call 911. Trust me, if I had called confused, if I had started calling 911 when I felt confused, I was in the hospital anyway. So you feel that sometimes, feelings of euphoria. You just be lying down 1 minute, everything is fine. You're eating something you like, and all of a sudden, just feel like running off your bed and running to the nurse station and say, "There's something wrong with me. I don't know what it is, but something is definitely wrong." Although nothing was wrong, actually, it's just the pressure headaches. Some of them from head. When Dr. Mark, actually the one who discovered this whole predicament, and actually told me that because of the brain blood that was drained from my head, that some of them I'll be experiencing low pressure and high pressure headaches. He's an amazing doctor. He's very young. That's the thing. He said what do you call it? Sometimes you get my brain is trying to recalibrate the pressure in my head. So that's why I'm getting all those headaches and stuff like that. But I'm only a week in, so I'm not sure. But now that I'm a week in, the site of the decision is totally gone. I don't feel much pain, so they're just like, goes away. Nothing like that. The one that most frightened me was when the tube in my head, they were draining the blood from it. They drained it for like 2 days. Then I started seeing cerebral fluid. I was like, what is this? So that was what, after when the surgeon came back, because the very surgeon in my country, we only have like 20 of them in the country. So they're always going up and down. So they can't always be with you. Scary, right? So the last time he came back, he just looked at it and saw the cerebral fluid. He thinks all the blood is drained. He's going to remove it. Okay. Sat up straight, kept me breathing in and out and stuff like that. And took out the drain. So I'm going to be putting more videos so you people understand, or people going to go through this Burr Hole procedure like I did, will understand what is going on and how to, cope with it and deal with it, and what I went through, and what I'm going through now. Yeah, I'm still going through it. Eventually the bandage on my head, but when the pressure headache started, I was complaining, "Oh, my head is gonna burst." And he removed the bandage and started putting this instead. Okay. So I just wanted to tell some of the people that might be going through what I'm going through, or about to go through what I'm about to go through. So you can't afford to be. You just can't afford to panic. You just can't afford to. You just have to have faith. And besides, every day I'm reading what I can about my condition. I'm very afraid up to now, because you don't know you listen my English. You don't know what's going to happen in your head anytime.